Hi, I'm David M. Green, host of 31 Questions. You know, a lot of people think that the host is responsible for everything on a TV show. But in reality, a television show is a coordinated group effort involving many talented people working together over a long period of time. So before we start tonight's show, let's take a moment to salute the hard-working crew.
I'm David M. Green, and this is 31 Questions.
Hey, hello and welcome to 31 Questions. Eloquent. How's our studio audience tonight? Hello and welcome to 30 Questions. The tribute to my massive ego, poorly disguised as a TV game show. Hi, I'm David M. Green, and thank you very much for joining us on this, our final show of the season, and probably ever. Before we meet tonight's contestants, won't you please go crazier than a bag of mixed nuts for the official 31 Questions scorekeeper, Sophie Loughran, ladies and gentlemen.
David, this is our last show together.
Oh, don't say that. I'm sure there's going to be many opportunities in the future.
No, David, this is our last show together.
Season 2, might get lucky. Won't have any problem at all getting you back on board.
You get lucky?
And also on the show, a man so well connected within the TV game show scene, rumour has it he's trying to convince Steve Price and Larry Emder to team up for a spin-off game show called The Steve Price is Right. 31 Questions moderator, Anthony McCormack.
Much better audience than last week's.
Anthony, what do you do on this show? Why are you here?
I make sure everyone plays fair and no one cheats.
Anthony, who are tonight's contestants?
Yes, our first contestant is the 7th daughter of a 7th daughter and prophesies to bring about the end of several kings. Hold on to your horses because she's a noted horse thief. Please welcome Josie.
Josie, welcome to the show. How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Yep.
All right, cool. What do you do with yourself when you're not on a game show contestant?
I work at Astoria Honda as a receptionist.
Work at where? I didn't hear it.
It's a car place that
Oh.
services cars.
Okay,
Yep.
that's great.
Yeah. Yep.
Anthony, who's the other dude?
Yes, our second contestant is Vincent, who has mastered the art of cutting fruit in that zigzaggy way.
How do you do that, Vincent?
Took me years. Eventually I picked up a knife, made it a lot easier.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't it? Man, this guy, I like your thinking. You're going to go far on this show, my friend.
Well, thank you.
Thanks for coming. Hey, let's quickly test the buzzers. Josie, you just want to tap that for us? Oh, my God.
Tap that.
Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And Vincent works as well. They work. They work. Can you believe it? First round is the general knowledge round, or as Mensa likes to call it, na 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 na. I'm not smart enough to be in Mensa. No joke there. It's a new concept we're trying out on the show. Me asking questions. I'm not sure about it personally, but anyway, I'll ask questions. Buzz in if you know the answer. If you answer correctly, you receive 1 point. If your answer is incorrect, you lose a point. One more time. Thank you. One more time. Let's ask 31 questions. In which direction does the orange clock in the 1971 motion picture A Clockwork Orange spin? Josie?
Anti-clockwise.
Anti-clockwise is incorrect. Vincent?
Clockwise?
Clockwise is also incorrect. It's a trick question. It doesn't spin at all. Charlie Brown is the protagonist of which classic comic strip? Josie?
Peanut.
Peanuts is correct. Well done.
Cool.
Are you a Peanut fan?
I like cashews. Almonds are nice.
Next question. Sound travels faster through which medium, air or water? Josie?
Air.
No, that's not right.
I was going to say light, but...
Well, obviously the answer is water. Almost 4 times faster, as a matter of fact.
But only half as fast as sound travels through the medium of cheese. What's that, cheese? You want me to eat you? I'm doing the show.
Time for one more question, I believe. First domesticated by the Chinese more than 1,000 years ago is what popular breed of pet fish? Josie?
Goldfish?
Goldfish is correct. Well done.
I used to have a goldfish, David, but we had to flush it down the toilet.
Ah, well, you know, pets die. That's what happens.
It didn't die.
Right, so you flushed a goldfish down the toilet.
That's true. That's correct. Right on down that toilet.
Are you forgetting something? Are you going to throw to some footage there, maybe?
No.
But right now it's Word on the Street, the segment that gives the illusion the show has some sort of budget by going out onto the street and talking to members of the public, just like you. Particularly if you were actually one of the people we accosted. Most of you aren't, but just play along. What we do is show our contestants a short clip of some people talking about something. All contestants have to do is tell me what that something is. 5 points for a correct answer. There's no penalty if you guess wrong. Contestants, remember, don't buzz in until the clip is finished. What the hell are these people talking about?
Trying to sell you Viagra,
Stuff I don't need.
penis enhancers.
People like me put in your mailbox.
Throw it out in the bin.
It's from me, you know, that's insulting.
It's spamming my everyday life.
Vincent.
Junk mail?
Junk mail. I don't know. Let's ask this man in the middle of plugging another Channel 31 program.
Junk mail.
Junk mail. Well done. Do you get junk mail, or do you have one of those little signs?
No, nobody ever sends me mail.
Let's do another one. What are these people talking about?
I always think they smell weird.
I do visit online.
Sometimes that will cost me a couple dollars.
Got a lot of money.
Taking your money.
Money.
Waiting a long time. They're probably mostly bad. Greedy corporate pigs.
Nope, no one. No guesses at all. What do we think in the audience? Someone yell out something. A bank? I don't know. Let's ask this man with a very masculine voice.
Banks.
Last one. What are these people talking about?
Overweight.
Skinny.
Greasy hair.
It's not cool to know too much.
I do consider me one of these things, yeah.
Stephen Hawking.
Stephen Hawking.
Have a lot of knowledge, and that can be attractive.
Vincent.
Nerds?
Let's cross to a young John Goodman.
Nerds!
Well done. All right, well, we're going to take a break, but before we do, we need some scores. Sophie, is there a little nerd in you?
There is a little nerd in me, David.
Ouch.
And it appears there's a nerd in Vincent as well. He is on 9. And Josie on -1. Records on this show.
Well, I have a feeling the scores will get closer together.
I have that feeling too.
Well, we'll be right back with more 31 questions. Or will we? There's another one. Welcome back to 31 Questions, the TV game show now coming to you in television. And remember too that television is much more than radio with pictures. Sometimes there's text as well. Let's have a reminder of the thanks. Let's have a reminder of the score. We have Vincent way out in front on 9, Josie behind on -1.
Oh, it's -1, but it's okay, I'm not in 0, right?
Did you get up to anything interesting this week, Anthony?
I visited India, David.
Really? How the hell could you afford that?
Well, certainly not on this show's budget, that's for sure. No, but it was the highlight of the trip for me. Definitely was, and this is a real place. I've written it down so I don't, Sulab International Museum of Toilets, David. It's a museum dedicated entirely to toilets in New Delhi.
And I suppose you have some footage of that you're going to throw to?
Darndest thing, my camera had a flat battery. So no footage, no.
Time now for When Is It? where Father Time himself descends from his spiral staircase of chronology to challenge our very concept of the fourth dimension. Or more accurately, where I go through some events that occurred in a specific year from the history, and contestants need to tell me the year that I'm talking about. The clues get easier as I go on, in theory, so the earlier you buzz in, the more points you get. Guess wrong, you're out. All the clues go to the other guy. How fast can you work it out? When is this? Physics predicted that the world would end this year. They were wrong, again. Executives at Decca Records predicted that guitar groups were on the way out and refused to sign a group of Liverpool kids called the Beatles. They were really, really wrong. Many more incorrect predictions for the future, including promises of flying cars, levitating dinner tables, and personal rocket belts, were made at this year's World Fair in Seattle. The world came to the brink of nuclear war when America caught the Soviet Union building missile launch sites in Cuba, leading to the superpower standoff known as the Cuban Missile Crisis. Seriously, you don't know when the Cuban Missile Crisis was? It was in the X-Men film. Oh well, I guess it was half a century ago. Exactly half a century, in fact. Vincent.
62.
Which decade?
1960.
There you go. Which decade? Which century? When is this? In this year, you could buy an Apple Macintosh computer for $2,495 US. Bargain. This year, both the Eurythmics and Van Halen released albums which they named after the year itself. This year has also been used as the name of an opera, a David Bowie song, at least 2 films and 2 TV series. Most famously, it's also the name of a science fiction novel written in 1948. Vincent?
1984.
That is correct. Name this year. When is it? The 43rd Messine Prime was identified this year.
I believe Messine Prime was actually voiced by Leonard Nimoy in the latest Transformers film.
The Kyoto Protocol went into effect, although Australia didn't sign on just yet. Jimi Hendrix, ZZ Top, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, Queens of the Stone Age, and many more had their songs featured on the new PlayStation game Guitar Hero.
2006.
No, that's not right. Oh, hang on. You want to have a guess now? You have 2 more clues.
Okay, go for the clues.
All right, I'll read them out. Hurricane Katrina left a swath, or swathe, I'm an idiot, of destruction through the city of New Orleans. If you bought milk this year, don't drink it now. It will be 7 years past its use-by date.
Okay.
7 years.
Oh, 2000 and... What's 7 years ago? 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 2000 and... 2005.
Yeah! Well, it's never too late to insert something new into the repertoire. But enough about my private life, because it's time for a new segment called Obscurity. Obscure questions for obscene points. If you can somehow answer any of these questions correctly, I'll give you 100 points. Answer incorrectly, you just lose 1. Now, I'm no betting man, but those seem like pretty good odds and ends. Okay, obscure question number 1. How many individual component parts make up one for Hoja wooden kitchen bench from IKEA? Vincent?
52.
52 is not right. No, that's not. You want to have a guess, Josie?
50.
No, that's not right either. Anyone? You're not going to get it. 69, hilariously. And I do actually, I built one of those, and I have it in my kitchen. I believe we have some footage of that. Yeah, I put that together. How great was that? It only took me 4 hours. All right, then. More obscure questions. 100 points on the line here. Whatever happened to actor Patrick Duffy, star of such American TV series as Dallas and Step by Step? No? No. The answer I wanted, he's now a spokesperson for Miracle Ear hearing aids. We all knew that, didn't we? Anthony?
I certainly knew that, David, and I'm ashamed of anyone who didn't.
In the More Cleaner episode of Adelaide-based web series Too Easy, uploaded in January 2011, and starring YouTube sensation Alex Williamson, what substance does Alex's character Adrian spit in his housemate Toby's face? Josie?
I was going to go with saliva.
I believe we have a clip of that. Let's see what the answer is. Mr. Powder says we need to hire a cleaner.
What do we need a cleaner for, Toby?
Is this my milk? Milk. It was milk, but I guess there was some saliva in there.
Half a point.
half. Should we give her half of the required points there, Anthony?
That's 50 points. 50 of the yes.
I'm going to give you 50 points there. But don't worry, I have the feeling that those scores might change before we get to the end of the show. May the quote be with you, where Sophie, Anthony and I pretend to be actors for a minute and quote scenes from somewhat well-known motion pictures. Name the film, 5 points are yours. No penalty if your guess is wrong, besides looking like a bit of a tit. Sophie, quote away.
That's a tough one. I'd have to say April 25th, because it's not too hot, not too cold. All you need is a light jacket.
Have a stab, Josie.
Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality.
Josie, you got one correct.
Miss Congeniality, well done.
It is.
Anthony, over to you, sir.
Being an actor's no different than being a rugby player or a construction worker, save for the fact that my tools are the mechanisms that trigger human emotion.
No, but someone in the audience, I think, had their hand up.
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder is correct. Well done. The Robert Downey Jr. character.
Nominated for an Oscar for that performance, David. Not me, Robert Downey.
All right. Over to me. The light that burns twice as bright burns half as long, and you have burned so very, very brightly, Roy. No? Oh, Sophie, do you know?
Blade Runner.
Blade Runner, well done. Nicely done. How'd you know that?
I've seen it.
And for one last time, here's a group scene for you, which I'm not actually in, so I'm just going to hang out next to 31 Questions writer Jared Kotlowy and the contestants. Take it away, Anthony and the other person.
May I ask you a question? What do you think of me?
What do you mean?
You've known me nearly all your life. You must have some opinion of me.
I've always thought of you as a very nice person.
Did you know I was an alcoholic?
What?
Did you know that?
Look, I think I should be going.
Sit down, Benjamin.
Mrs. Robinson, if you don't mind me saying so, this conversation has become very strange.
You want to have a guess?
I know the movie, just can't think of the name.
Can't think of the name.
You got it?
It's not called Mrs. Robinson.
No.
I'll tell you that.
It's annoying.
It is annoying, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not for me, but for you guys.
Yeah.
Someone in the audience, I think, knows the answer. The Graduate is correct. Well done.
Seen it too.
This is 31 Questions. We'll see you on the other side of this.
The cast and crew of 31 Questions wish to take a moment to thank our social media fans for their support.
Welcome back to 31 Questions, the TV game show that's something, blah, blah, blah. I'm running out of these welcome back lines. I'm David M. Green. One more time on this, our season finale, let's play 31 Questions. Going into the final round of the show, what are the scores, Sophie Loughran?
Josie is 40 points exactly in front of Vincent. They don't call me that girl from Letters and Numbers for nothing.
Thanks, Lily. And Anthony, I suspect you may have some addition/subtraction to do.
A lot of people throughout the run of the show have claimed that the only reason I'm here is to make the scores a little bit more even at the end of the show.
Well, actually, I think the only reason you're here was because Alistair Tremblay Birchall was unavailable for the season.
Yes, and thank you for bringing that up. But if I can say the last show of the season, I'm looking at those scores and I see absolutely nothing wrong with them.
Seriously?
Josie won those points fair and square. She's 40 points ahead. Vincent is just going to have to deal with it.
All right, then.
I'll give him 40 points.
Super hyperspace lightning round time. 62 seconds of rapid fire questions. 1 point for a correct answer. 1 point off if you're an idiot. Whoever has the most points at the end of this round is tonight's eminent and unquestionable czar of 31 questions. And like a hyena swimming across a river, you'll be laughing all the way to the bank. Don't patronise me. Let's have the clock. Hey, it's there. All right. You feeling good?
Yeah.
All right. Time started already. What two animals feature on the Australian coat of arms? Vincent?
Emu and kangaroo.
Yeah, that's very correct. Well done. How many complete decades are there in 12 years? Josie?
1.
Yeah, this is great. Kylie Minogue first rose to...
Davis.
Yes! Charles Darrow is the inventor of which popular board game?
Monopoly.
Yes! Wait till I say your name. Thank you very much.
You could say he has a monopoly on Monopoly.
Thank you. Who preceded Eddie Maguire as president of the Collingwood Football Club? Oh! Bang is not correct. No idea? No? Kevin Rose. Or who cares? What colour is Mount Gambier's famous blue lake?
Blue.
Yes, very well done. Who plays Walter White in the HBO drama series Breaking Bad? Josie?
Brian?
Last name?
I haven't got it.
Bryan Cranston is the answer to that. Anthony, while Sophie conference calls Stephen Hawking and summons the spirit of Archimedes to tally the final results, what did you think of tonight's contestants?
I felt that maybe we could have had a higher scoring game on our hands, David. I was a little upset that we didn't go into the larger figures as I'd hoped we would.
Sophie, who is tonight's winner?
It's no surprise, David, that Vincent has won. Congratulations, Vincent. Sorry, Josie, 57 to 59.
Hey, there you go. Congratulations, Vincent. You are tonight's winner. Tell them what they've won, Anthony.
Yes! It's a dinner date with 31 questions his own, David M. Green. Nothing works up an appetite quite like sitting across from community television's most oversexed newcomer. Feast with your eyes and your mouth on both the company and the food, necessarily in that order. And if you're as good at dinner conversation as you are at trivia game shows, who knows what kind of dessert will be on the menu? David?
Who won again?
Hi.
Vincent. Great. Well, ladies and gentlemen, please thank tonight's contestants. And indeed, all the contestants we've had on the show this season. Anthony McCormack, ladies and gentlemen. Sophie Loughran, ladies and gentlemen. Two of the best people I've ever worked with on a TV game show, and in general as well. Now, this is the last show of the season, and I doubt anyone will let me host a TV show again. So this could be the last chance I have to thank some very important people who made 31 Questions happen. Producer and production manager Rihanna Kasmawan. Am I pronouncing that right? She's great. She's done a lot of work behind the scenes, and without her, we probably wouldn't have happened. Our director, Simon Eastwood, and our very talented crew. Give them a hand. You know, we need them as well, and without them, we'd just be in my garage. And you can check out the all-new Garage Show on YouTube. It is actually a real show that I did once. But it's been a pleasure to come in and work with this great bunch of people every week. It's been fantastic. At RMITV Student Television, three people I've got to mention: Eliza Beck, Reese Tate, and Ruth Sayers. Without them, we'd still be cancelled by someone who I'm not going to thank, and they know who they are. I'm also not going to thank whoever stole half of our set from the prop room. Someone stole the contestant podium. We cobbled together two things from some other show. Very lucky. I don't know how they got the podium out of here. You'd need a trailer or some kind of truck, I don't know. So if the saboteurs are watching, sucked in, we made this TV show anyway. Thank you also over at Channel 31 to Kirk Goodsell, Channel 31 Melbourne, that is. He's shown us nothing but support over the last almost 2 years. RMITV and Channel 31, they really are fantastic. I moved from Adelaide to Melbourne to do exactly this, and I still can't believe it's actually happened. But it wouldn't have happened at all without the incredible opportunities those two organisations provide. And finally, thank you for watching. You're the reason why we did this TV show. If you weren't here, it'd just be like the All New Garage Show on YouTube, which you can check out. Go to YouTube, All New Garage Show. It's a great show, and it's been a privilege to attempt to entertain you with 31 questions each week, assuming you watched. Anyway, that's enough of that. I'm David M. Green. See you around like a record.